Hello, my name is Brian and I'm with Katallaso Family Health Center, and the objective of this video is to show you where we're starting as far as the renovation phase for the health center. And we're going to take you on a tour of what we're beginning with, and the objective is to have probably every 2 weeks a new video posted so that people can track the progress of the health center as it comes together. So we're going to step outside right now and take a look from that vantage point where we're beginning. So here we are outside the main entrance of Katallaso Family Health Center. Behind you find South Belvidere Street, and down the street you find West King Street. So we're on the corner of those two streets. Now as Joe pans down through there, you'll see another entrance. That's going to be where our handicapped entrance is, away from the main entrance. And as we pan back here towards the main entrance, these doors are going to be replaced by brand new aluminum plate glass doors, and the stairway itself will be replaced. So as we move inside here, you'll find that it's a great entrance for what we have going on. Okay, good.
Yep, we're good.
Okay, so as the cameraman walks through the main entrance, you're going to find that this is kind of our vestibule area. All this flooring is going to be replaced and repainted. And over here on the side by this basketball hoop is going to be our donor wall, recognizing those who have supported us in this effort. So we're going to walk right through here into our main area. Actually, this is the pathway that the patient will take. So we're going to take you through the whole building, kind of looking at it that way. Now right here you'll have a small hallway that will direct people into our reception area and waiting room. It's kind of just like this. So as we walk into our waiting area, you'll find a very large room. The waiting area is going to be right about here with chairs and tables all around and maybe some children playthings. But right about here there's going to be a counter coming out, and it's going to stretch the whole way down through here to about this area. And that's going to be our reception desk with chairs, of course, behind it, and all the files are going to be up here. And back in this area, you'll see some of the things that we've gotten donated to us. Some desks, we have an examination table, and we continue to take donations as we go forward. But there'll be two cubicles back here of work areas. Now we're going to progress out here. And this is where the nurse or the CNA or whoever happens to be working that day will summon the patient to come into the examination area. So through this door. Now this opens up to the room that we were just in, over there, just to give you kind of a scope of where you're at, is that hallway that directed people into the waiting room. There'll be a big wall that will go in along right here because that separates us from this area over here that really is not part of Katallaso Family Health Center. Now this area here will have a big U, and that will contain a nurse's station with computers and the like that you would find in a typical family practice. And I want to take a second to talk about that. We want to be typical family practice. We want this to be high quality health care, and our conversations with doctors and medical professionals are taking us in that direction, exactly where we want to go. We want this, we're going to replace all these floors, and the walls are going to be replaced. I'll show you a little bit something about the walls here in a few minutes. But we want people to feel like they're worth this kind of effort, that they're worth this kind of treatment. Because remember, we're trying to share the love of Christ and develop a relationship with people that's long-standing, and that at some point we might be able to speak into their lives. And that's the key of what we're doing. We want to provide high-quality health care, but we also, the main deal is developing solid relationships with these folks. And you know, they don't just come from the city. They come from all over. The uninsured and underinsured are not just contained here in the city, but there is a higher concentration here, and that's why we're coming to this neighborhood of Salem Square. So as we proceed, I'll ask the cameraman to just really take a look up at the ceiling. We have a real beautiful feature in this room. We're going to do some drop ceiling, a lot of drop ceiling in this venue, but the fact is we're not going to cover up the beautiful architecture that already is contained here within the church. And this, at this point, is Abundant Life Ministries, and they are merging with another church that is going to leave some of this area available. So as we move into one of the other areas, this is like the other room. There's going to be a wall put in here, and this area that I'm standing in is going to be a kind of like a break room, a lounge for those people just to kind of get away and just kind of relax for a few minutes. But as I step through this wall into the other office, this is actually our counseling and discipleship area. And that, of course, is very key to what we're doing here at Katallasso. So we definitely felt that there needed to be a dedicated area for that. So we're going to walk out of the counseling area and walk across the room here to look at our examination rooms as they exist today. This is examination room number 1, and you can see it's kind of a secretarial area, administrative area with a copier and the like. Again, these floors get replaced, and there'll be some cabinetry that will go on the walls right here, and a sink, and everything you would find, again, in your typical family practice examination room. Now I want to point something out. All these walls all throughout here are really soundboard. They're not drywall. They just kind of are what they are. While the layout is kind of perfect for what we're doing, some of the areas, some of the things of the structure, some of the parts of the structure need to be renovated, and that's one. Like you can't hang cabinetry on this wall. There's no question. So we have to shore up that wall, and a lot of the areas need to have drywall put on them. We're going to proceed to examination room number 2. So again, here we go to examination room number 2, and it's, well, come on, all this pink and everything, this is the pastor's wife's office. So this again is going to be completely renovated, new flooring. We're going to put drywall on all these walls. The cabinetry also goes. Remember the other examination room, this will be back to back with the other examination room to take care of all the plumbing and the electrical and that kind of thing, so we keep them on a common wall. So again, all the drywall needs to be replaced. So we're going to proceed back out and into another, back in the main hallway, the main area that is going to contain the nurses' station, and as you see, all the offices are around this area. The whole complex centers on this room. And if you remember, there's going to be a big wall that goes across here, separating us from the area that is not Katallasso Family Health Center. And what you'll find once we open up is a hallway right about here. And it'll come back down to about here. And what that will do is direct you into the area that is our restrooms and storage and pharmaceutical area. So let's just take a peek in here, Joe. So in here you'll have, back in this area will be our new handicap restrooms. There'll be 2 of them. There'll be a water fountain there, and this will be general storage in this area. And then right here will be a pharmaceutical closet. It'll be you know, a secured area that we can keep those things that your typical family practice would keep, but under lock and key. So this currently is the pastor's office. You can see we got a lot of work to do in here. This is probably the area that's going to be touched the most because of the handicapped restrooms, plumbing, electrical, walls need built. This whole area is just, you're not going to recognize it as we move forward. But at this point, we are really at the end of our tour, but I just want to thank everyone that has been a part of this. I, of course, want to thank Joe, our cameraman here, Joe Krebs, who's donating his time, and we truly appreciate that, but so many people are part of this effort. And you yourself could be part of this effort. We're looking for donors, we're looking for doctors, we're looking for contractors, we're looking for donations of product and equipment that we can use here at Katallasso Family Health Center. It's a typical family practice. So whatever you see when you go to the doctors yourself, that's what we want to see here. And we're doing our best to get as many donations as we can to keep the costs down. So thank you for taking the time to look at this tour. and look for updates and videos in the coming weeks. Have a great day.